Jody, football can be cruel. Talk us through that one.
Listen, we can all stand here and moan about it's a foul on the goalkeeper, but we contributed to that ourselves. You could see that they was going a lot more direct. We have to deal with headers better. We have to compete better in our box. We have to make passes to try and take the sting out of their attacks. As far as going back to front, we actually went back to front a little bit too much, I feel, in this game. Like I said, it's a foul on the goalkeeper all day, but you could see that was coming. We need to do better when the game's not going our way. You've got to stick your head on things and you've got to clear your lines, but you also need the referee to do his job. And then again, disappointing the minute we concede a goal, heads go down, and then you've got a deflection that takes it past Sol in the end. I mean, you're right, football can be cruel, but I've just said to the lads there that regardless of the fact that the referees made a poor decision or missed an obvious foul on the goalkeeper, we have to do better to give ourselves the best chance to see out the game. And we didn't do that. I said to him at half-time, I felt that we was going a little bit back to front too much. We need to make more passes. We need to stay on the ball longer to give ourselves a breather. And we didn't do that in the second half. And if you're going to do that, the least you can do is put your head on the ball and go and challenge for these balls that are coming into our box. And far too easy every time the ball was coming in our box. You felt it was going to be a Sutton player that was going to be on the end of it. Regardless, as I said, I don't care if people are taller than you, stronger than you. You need to do better. That means you've got to get your line up proper. You've got to then get protection from midfielders that have got to come inside. And then when we do get the ball back, you've got to do better in possession.
The first half, you looked pretty in control of that, and some good spells of play in that. Were you relatively happy at the break? Obviously, still work to do, but were you relatively pleased with the first 45?
Yeah, I mean, I was happy to come in up and seeing some of the lads that they were upbeat at half time. But as I said, I felt that if we fell into that trap of just going back to front and getting the ball away from our goal, you almost play into their hands a bit, because they're better at that than we are. They're clearly better at winning headers in both boxes. And like I said, even the fact that you go to a free with wing backs today to almost give the defenders a little bit more protection, more bodies. But like I said, if we don't do better in possession of the ball, we're going to invite that type of pressure. And then if you are inviting it, you've got to deal with it better, and we clearly didn't.
And obviously, two goals conceded in quick succession in the last two. Is that a confidence thing? Is it a slight naivety thing? What can you put your finger on why that's maybe happening at the moment?
Yeah, it shows. To be honest, if you look at, like you said, Dave, if we're conceding goals quickly, one after the other in succession, you've got to question the mentality. I said that after the last game. I actually said it again just now, saying we have to react better to going back to level terms. We have to react better to conceding goals, and that's a mentality thing. That's a personality, character, and we're clearly lacking in that at the minute. Like I said, not everybody is, but I don't want to have to be leaving Charlie Austin on the pitch, because he's the one who's going to put his head on the ball in our defensive area. He's the one who's going to be trying to block shots as it was. He was knackered, and we shouldn't have to rely on somebody like Charlie to do that side of it. But at the same time, he shows personality and character, and you can rely on him like that, but you need to try and look after him as well. Like I said, I don't want my striker who's shattered because he's put in a shift having to stay on the pitch. He was clearly knackered, but like I said, when you're looking around and going on the pitch, how many of the people can you rely on when the ball's coming in our box? It shouldn't be just the odd player that's our striker.
And it does seem with the last couple of performances that elusive win is just around the corner, and I guess that makes it all that bit frustrating, because it's silly little mistakes maybe that are just costing us at the moment late on in games.
Well, you have to, yeah. I mean, you look at the goals that we conceded. They're individual mistakes, whether it be ours or whether it be referees. At the moment, we're not getting the rub of the green, but like I said, I don't want to stand here and make excuses and just purely blame the referee, because we need to do better ourselves. If we take care of our own game, then maybe they wouldn't have had the opportunity for referees to make mistakes and not see clear fouls on the goalkeeper. We have to do better ourselves. Yes, am I annoyed at the ref and hope that he'd done his job? Yes, but at the same time, we've got to do better as a group and as a team. And like I said, there's multiple things that we need to improve on, both the mentality side and the physicality side, and obviously the tactical. And then when we're giving the ball away in possession, that's obviously the technical side as well. So there's loads that we need to improve on if we're going to start getting points on the board. And although it looked like we may have had a chance to get 3 today, and I would have loved to give the fans that, because I thought they were class to come in those numbers down on a Tuesday night. I thought they were loud, especially first half. They were great, and I'm just disappointed for them as well. They got to travel back up the M4 with nothing when they've come in their numbers. You want to reward that, and unfortunately for them and for us, we didn't give them something to go home happy with.
And I guess part of a manager's job is lifting players when things aren't going so well. And I guess, is that the first thing now that you'll focus on ahead of Salford now, in getting that confidence back in the side? And obviously the belief is there, but a case of pushing on now.
Yeah, I mean, there's times when you got to, like I said, I wanted to remain positive when I had a team meeting on the Sunday. I can't be positive there in the dressing room there, and I told him that. As I said, you could see it coming. But yeah, obviously, listen, when we get back into work and we're inside, we do have to focus, because if we don't start picking up points now, then we can all but concede that promotion talk is gone well and truly out the window. But it's not right now, and things can change quickly in football. But at the same time, I'm more focused about we need to perform better and obviously get points on the board first and foremost, and then we can forget looking at promotion and stuff like that when you perform how you have for large spells. In the last 2 games, as I said, I'll give him an out in my first game. When we're going down to 10 men, I'll give him an out there. The last 2 games we have to do better, and like I said, it's individual mistakes coupled with the fact that we need to do better as a group. Throughout the game, we need to manage the game out better. And people think that just clearing your lines and getting it away from your goal is the best way to see the game out. Sometimes you have to be braver and you have to make passes and you have to get further up the pitch by taking players out of the game, not just clearing it, because as I said, they're clearly better at that side of the game than us.